So this is basically what I was trying to give you. It's a service order. Okay. And so you're right. They put in some paperwork that they want to put in a protection order against you that's extended. Okay. This is basically a notice of a hearing where you can go in there and argue your point. Okay. That's it. That's all.
I don't know why he didn't present that yesterday. I don't know how it changed, what materially changed. So 2 hours later, he filed something different? It's just really strange. You understand why I'm concerned, right? Because these people have been harassing me since I came here. So this is an extension.
Who are these people?
Bill, they're not even, I was introduced by a friend who was a psychopath, who's a drunk and drug addict from California. He introduced me to these people, the Piccolos, Bernice and Bill. I can't get a straight answer on Bernice's contact information because I needed help do this whole COVID thing. I didn't have the capacity to pay the rent. Okay. So I brought them in. I tried to get her email, and she began fighting with me. Okay. And she said, then they came in about 5 or 6 days ago and said, hey, you haven't paid rent. We want to give you an option. You're out of here by May 31st, before June 1st, which is, I was supposed to be out by the end of June, and we'll let you slide with rent. They didn't want me to have the information, their contact information, which that rural housing authority people would have required. Let me ask you this,
how far behind are you on rent?
1 month. 1 month. But I want to show you if you guys don't mind me, I am armed, but please don't, I'm no threat, brother.
Hold on. You said you're armed?
I am, yes, sir.
Yeah, don't reach for anything. Come back over here.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to be walking around if you're armed.
Okay.
We'll just take your word for it.
Yeah, we'll just take your word for it.
Well, you can see right here. You can see where there's it has not been painted on this wall right here. Okay.
Yeah, just keep your hand where we can see them all.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
so
sir.
here's the deal. So how much do you owe them?
I owe them nothing because they said you can be here until the end of May for free.
Okay. So when you have plans, or have you made arrangements for when you leave here? You're going someplace else?
Yes. So we made arrangements. I have it on audio, on recording for them saying.
I take your word for it. So where are you going to go?
Montana. I have nowhere to go. My family's all.
That's why I'm here.
Okay.
I'm a resource guy. Okay. So
okay.
We don't want to see you homeless.
Okay.
So my name is Don. This is Becca.
Okay.
And we get people connected to resources in the community.
Okay. So this is aggravated stalking. I do want to file a case for aggravated stalking. Okay. With these people.
So you can do that by going down to the sheriff's office when you have time and fill out a report.
You guys can't do it now.
We don't have statement. We're not cops that do that.
But this is the evidence. The evidence is the house.
Okay. He's a boss.
Okay.
I'm an outreach guy. We didn't bring a patrol guy with us, which would be the guy that would actually do a statement for you. So if your concern is and you want to file a report, you can go down to the sheriff's office and file that report.
Well, we need to do it here because they need to see the evidence, officer.
Well, you could talk to the deputy about it. Perhaps he'd follow you back.
You understand my logic, though, right?
Well, I don't want to dive in deep to it. My job is to help you.
You would need to see the house in order to get proper.
Listen, my job's to help you. I don't care. Me personally,
I understand.
I don't care about any of this.
No,
I want to be able to help make sure you're not homeless.
I know, but I understand. I appreciate that, brother.
Do you have an income?
I don't.
Okay.
That's part of the problem. So
what's your foundation?
When
You're
I
a
said
firefighter, yes.
I was a firefighter, and I was also in Texas.
Oh, good. Okay. How many years did you do over there?
5 years.
Oh, nice. Okay. What did you do before that? Before firefighter?
Construction, all kinds of stuff. Why are you asking, officer?
If I'm going to help you in the future, I just want to know a little bit about you. That's all.
Okay.
Like if you were a veteran, that would make a difference.
That would make a difference.
Well, like personality. So I have a criminal record. When I was 21 years old, I got in trouble because I had a really rough childhood. I had a single mother and no father whatsoever. He was a crook. So I got in trouble then. I kept a clean nose. I've been squeaky clean all the way up until I moved to Texas. Okay. And I joined with, I was building IT for a hospital there. In fact, 33 emergency departments I was building IT for. Okay. And they were shitting all over me, officer. Okay. The new management they brought in, LGBT management. Okay. And they had a problem with Trump voters, particularly alpha male types like me who have an opinion. And one of their primary opinions was, we're going to inject transsexual pronouns into the software. And I wasn't trying to be offensive in any way whatsoever, brother. I don't have an offensive bone in my body, man. I was brought up poor, super poor, with no advantages. I said, I don't think it's a good idea from a patient care perspective, and I pissed off some people at a high level. My life became hell. I moved here to get away, and it seems like it's an extension. It could be coincidental. I'll provide for that. Why are these people harassing me out of nowhere? I paid my rent on time. If you see how tidy I keep it, nice and neat,
nice.
until they started to harass me. And that's when I started to buck, because it was clear aggravated,
what you need to tell the
officer,
judge.
aggravated stalking is what it was. And all I could do, I didn't want to bring it in the law because I'm not that kind of guy. I don't involve, if I could solve something without all this, I would
You
rather.
do it. Right, for sure.
But they continued it. They brought in another, what looked like a crystal meth head to drive on the property because they know it startles me.
Yeah.
Especially in this world that we're in, where the media is telling LGBT people and minorities to hate people like me just because I'm white and a conservative. So I'm a little bit jumpy about that.
All right.
So these people, I had these people come in for 5 months, aggravated stalking, harass me, challenge me. Don't paint the house. I say, wouldn't you? I mean, if it was me and someone's ripping me off for the cost of painting a house, I'd be fucking upset. I brought it to Bill, and he acted like no biggie. If you told me I'm an old man, I'm getting ripped off by these house painters, and I didn't notice it because I don't know what,
Right.
I'd be like, thank you, Jason. But instead, they decided to double down and harass me more. Officer, that's the whole story. I appreciate that you're helping me with outreach.
no
I really
problem.
have nowhere to go, and I do appreciate that because I would
here's
need
the
this.
deal. When's your? I didn't see no eviction notice. When are you supposed to be out? May, you said?
Well, according to the notice I got via Deputy Loyola yesterday, 30 days after the 24th, after yesterday. Okay. So the 24th
So let's
of
do
next
this.
month.
Let's be proactive about this. Let's not wait till that crisis occurs. So I want you to get a hold of us next week, Becca and I. I want to meet somewhere, maybe at the station. We can discuss some options with you. Would you have income at all? Anything? Retirement?
No, sir. I mean, I have a 401k.
Disabilities, 401k.
Yeah,
How much
no,
do
I
you-
have unemployment, brother. No, I have
Okay.
that.
Oh, you have some
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much you get on unemployment?
2,000-ish.
Okay. And are you interested in going back into IT work or doing something like that?
So the way,
Like if you stay locally, I'm just trying to figure out how best to help you as far as, am I looking at housing? Am I looking at jobs? Because we got all kinds of different resources that we can kind of.
I do everything, brother.
Introduce you to, so.
So when you get on the, here's how it's working, brother. You may not know this, but if you get yourself on a blacklist, identified as a conservative at a high level in IT, you're on a blacklist everywhere in IT. You get me? Facebook, Twitter, the software that Epic software that I did, high level, super secret stuff. When you get, officer, when you get on that blacklist, you're on the blacklist. Brother, I'm on the blacklist. And that's why I'm being harassed. That's why, officer, ultimately, why people are provoking me, and this, you guys being here right now, is a provocation.
Well, it's actually a good thing 'cause we're trying to help.
Of course, but it is an attempted provocation. It's an
Jason,
attempt.
do give us a call next week,
Okay,
So we
okay.
will go through everything and
Okay.
sort it-
Is this
sort it
recorded
out.
by you guys?
Yes, it's on.
Okay, it's recorded by me too. Very good.
So
I want
here's
you guys.
the deal.
I want that to be in the record. It is on the record,
It's
right?
on the record. So
Okay.
here's the deal. We're going to be a cheerleader in your life, okay?
Appreciate it.
Try to help get you back on your feet, stable, and things like that. So when we agree to meet next week, when you call us, I want you to meet wherever it is that we decide to meet. We'll meet wherever you want to meet. But I don't want you to have a gun on you next time we come out, okay?
Okay.
I don't want you to have a
Well, you
gun
know I
on
have
when the
one,
cops
right?
I do, yes. But I don't want you having a gun on when we make contact with you.
Have you felt threatened in any way?
No,
by
but
me?
it makes us, we don't know.
I understand.
It makes us nervous a little bit, you know what I mean?
Well,
So, you and I
okay.
have a lot in common, so we can
Okay.
share some stories, but let's do it next week at a neutral spot. Don't bring a gun, and then I got a lot of people in town that I can get a variety of different help for you.
Okay.
And we can discuss some of that next week, okay?
Well, I appreciate it.
You
You know,
betcha. It was nice meeting you. It's a pleasure.
and if any agitation, you have to understand, it's basically been a gang stalking. So this is not unusual. You can look this stuff up on YouTube. It happens. And in the LGBT
So
world
let's
right
discuss
now.
more of this next week, okay?
Okay.
We just want to take
I
an
just, I
opportunity
want the
to
video
meet
to
you.
see it.
Okay.
Because I want it to be all on record because it may not be
We
on
want to take
record.
an opportunity to meet you. As
Yep.
we were asked, my boss was kind enough to let me know, hey, Don, this guy was served an eviction notice, and he looks like he's getting served a restraining order. So is it possible you guys come out from a resource stand, see what you can do for him? That's why we're
So what does a restraining order, what does that mean from my perspective? I am going nowhere.
So this is actually an opportunity for you because there's a court date in here. You can show up in front of the judge and tell the judge, look, what they said about me is not true.
Okay.
Here's why. And then the judge can make a determination as to whether or not he wants the order to be issued or declined.
Okay.
Okay? So that's it. That's all
So-
it is. Nothing big. Nothing criminal. I mean, it's big in your life because it creates crisis for you, right? Because it's like, oh, I got to vacate this house, da 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 da.
Also,
So we're here to help you.
was Jeffrey Epstein killed
Bro, I have no clue.
Okay, just your wild guess.
I have no clue.
Well, I guarantee you.
And my wild
I
guess would be
guarantee you
yes,
he was set up, brother.
Yeah, my wild
Okay.
guess would be yes, he was.
And so by law enforcement is what you're saying. Law enforcement have
no, it's not law
No,
enforcement.
no, you said
I'm saying
you
my
think that
personal
no.
opinion.
I know, but you think that no law enforcement was involved at all at any level
Oh,
in arranging for the death
I wouldn't know
of
otherwise.
Epstein.
I wouldn't know otherwise. I have no clue.
Okay,
I wouldn't know one way or the other.
I think you would. I think you'd have some conclusions. I mean, you'd have to. Someone in law enforcement, somewhere along the way, would have had to open the fence
Yeah.
or turn off the camera.
We can share some of those, some of our personal opinions next week.
I don't think I'm gonna want to meet, brother. I'm not without a lawyer.
You're not
To
in
meet
trouble.
us, with us?
Yeah, I don't trust.
I don't want you thinking that you're in
I
trouble.
already feel like I don't feel a valid reason to trust currently. I wish I did. I don't feel a valid reason to
Well, let me
trust.
explain something to you. I'm a huge Trump supporter. I agree with a lot of what you're saying,
Okay.
and I'm a man that wants to help you with
Okay.
resource.
Okay.
There's no reason
How
not
about I
to
call you?
trust me.
And then we'll
Yeah,
go from
for
there.
Sure, yeah, for sure.
I appreciate that.
I look forward to it.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man.
All right, thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
care.
Appreciate you, brother.
Have a good day, okay?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
take
sir.
it- Hey, most importantly, take care of that Mustang.
Yeah.
I gotta sell it. Obviously, I'm running out of money, and I can't get it sold. So I'm trying.
Motor's like that, ain't it?
It's got the third 5.2
Nice.
Voodoo engine. So third because I popped 3 engines because it's a faulty engine. So after that, and then being unemployed, I'm gonna have to sell.
Well,
Yes, sir.
Maybe we can help you from not having to sell it. We'll talk next
You guys have a great day.
next week.
Uh-huh. Hey, brother. I want this video, dude. Yeah. So why do they feel threatened, dude? Huh? Why do they feel threatened, dude? Okay. I want this all on video, bro. I want this all on video, brother. Oh. Bro. Over here. Okay.